Hey guys, today we're going to talk about journaling. There are certain demographics that it is stigmatized to talk about your feelings. You're not supposed to talk about how you feel. You're supposed to keep it inside. You're supposed to man up. You know, these very toxic ways of thinking. I want to provide you guys with resources to be able to process your feelings without having to go to a professional therapist, without having to go to a shamanic retreat in the desert, nature trails to commune with Gaia. It's not a replacement for any of those things, but it is a tool to help you start to look inward to be able to process your feelings. And not only that, but to be able to process the thoughts that are going on in your head. First method that I want to talk about is called journaling. So this is my stack of journals and books that I use to help me with journaling. Journaling is a wonderful way to commit something to paper. What it does, it actually makes the thoughts in your head and everything that's in your heart concrete. It makes it real. And when you read back what it is that you wrote, or even feel like, oh, you're reading it as you're writing, you can oftentimes catch where your part is, where your feelings might be blown out of proportion, where you might be thinking of things in an incorrect manner, or you can even think about other perspectives to see how it is that you can flip the script in your own head. The way to get started with journaling is just to start writing. Like any of the tools that I'm about to give you, really, if you have a guided method or a very specific focused method, you're gonna get results that provide bigger outcomes. The second method that I want to talk about is meditation. Meditation is a wonderful practice to help calm the nerves, to help steady the mind, and there are hundreds of ways to meditate. Easily Googleable and easily done. Everybody thinks, well, I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to do these things. 5 minutes right before you go to bed, that's all you need to start. And then over time, you can build it up where you're laying in bed for 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes before you go to bed. You can do 5 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the morning. You got 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. You got 20 minutes of practice. Oh, you got 5 minutes in the middle of the day. You got a 25-minute practice now. So what I'm saying is, you're right. You might not believe that you have time, but if you can carve out just 5 minutes of your day just to sit, breathe, and turn inward in a focused manner, you can transform your thought patterns and the way that you operate throughout the day. Something that I want to stress is that these tools are not meant to replace professional help, okay? We're going to say that again. These tools do not replace professional help. The third method that I want to talk about, and I know that some people really are not going to like this, but it's prayer. Now, everybody thinks, oh, she's trying to spout this religious shit, and I'm not talking about praying to a god, praying to what it is asking for a wish, trying to manifest, trying to pull up your innermost desire. The caveat to that is when you want to pray and ask for something and ask the world for something, what you're actually doing is railing up against your own self-limiting beliefs. In this world, you can have anything that you want. When you make a wish, you're bumping up against, okay, why am I not getting this thing? Why am I not manifesting the riches? Why am I not manifesting the relationship, the job, the security? Why am I not manifesting the safety that I want? What are the things that are holding you back? It's one thing to pray for something. It's one thing to wish for something, but you also have to do the flip side of it and really figure out, okay, these are the things that I want. How am I keeping myself from achieving those things? Again, this is not something that is an easy practice, and it's really not to be done with just making the wish. Here's a good example. Say you want to wish for a husband. You say, oh, I really want a husband who is kind. I want a husband who has a job. I want a husband who looks good. Okay, so you ask for those 4 things. This guy who's kind, who's actually kind of a cheater. This guy who is a family guy, he's kind of a mama's boy. This guy who has a job, oh yeah, he's a drug dealer. Be careful what you wish for. My recommendation to you is that if you are going to use prayer, pray for something that is for your higher good. Ask for something, but say, as long as it aligns with my higher good. Finish your prayers with that sentence and see how it transforms what you want. So these 3 practices, journaling, prayer, and meditation, can transform your mental health. If you do not have access to share them out loud publicly, if you do not have access to share them with somebody that's a professional, I highly recommend using these 3 tools so that you can find some inner peace. Love you guys.